could be very uplifting for each other. You know, it could really be a positive process. Every process ain't gonna be positive though. I understand that. Sometimes it's gonna take you to do some things that you don't want to. Sometimes it's gonna take you, you know, expressing yourself in ways you don't want to, you know, because if you got anger backed up, it gotta get out. It ain't just gonna be like, let the anger go, like, be happy now. It's like, you can always find things to be grateful for and find things to smile for, find things to be happy for, but you don't, one sour apple, one bad apple ruins the bunch. So if you got that one part of you that is still suffering, you got to deal with it. You feel me? But the reason I say I won't invite you to my pity party and don't invite me to yours is because it don't always have to be us feeling bad for each other. You know? It don't always have to be us feeling sorry for each other. It don't always, there's room for growth. There's room for growing through the pain. Like we're gonna feel some pain sometimes, and sometimes you might need a hug, a rub on the back. Sometimes you might need, like somebody to console you. But sometimes you need, sometimes you might just need somebody to just cry. Let them cry. Don't hug them. Don't pat them on the back. Like, let them go through the motions. And a lot of times we don't get to go through the motions. We pacify our healing. Like, a baby crying, you put a pacifier in their mouth to shut them up. Now they can't cry for what they was crying about no more. Now it's just, I just got to think about it with this pacifier in my mouth. So I ain't even get a chance to cry about it. So like, a lot of us don't give ourselves the chance to grieve. A lot of us don't give ourselves the chance to heal. A lot of us don't give ourselves the chance to actually experience the pain. And many times the pain can really push us. The pain can really bring something out of us that not feeling that pain can't. And that's where the greatness comes in. And that's where success comes in. This is the podcast we speak about the habits to create a successful life. And sometimes it takes a painful experience to create a successful life. Sometimes it takes some pain. Not saying that you gotta suffer, everybody gotta suffer, but in a way, yes. In a way, like sometimes like, we suffer and it's for nothing. Like we go through some things and we don't even use the suffering that we go through to even make us better. We don't allow it we don't allow the suffering that we've experienced to push us to grow. Why? Because we have a pity party. And then when we have this pity party, we invite others to feel bad for us. And we all feeling bad for each other together now. Now, whoever come to the pity party is feeling bad. Like, nobody's coming to the pity party and they gonna stay and enjoy the festivities if we're gonna call it festivities. But no one's gonna stay at the pity party unless they're gonna eventually, pacify you, feel bad for you. If someone is gonna actually heal you, or attempt to offer a way to heal, some actual positive uplifting, the energy is not gonna be a pity party no more. The thing's gonna change. That's not what we call a pity party. So like, they're either gonna get kicked out, you know what I mean? When you try to, somebody present a problem that they have in their life to you, there's plenty of times I done spoke to people and like, you try to offer a solution and they like, nah, it ain't gonna work cause that's different. Your situation different. It's different. Like literally, you try to offer up some advice, something they could do. And a lot of times we just want people to hear our situation. Like, we all can do this. I'm not like saying like I don't do this. We all can do this. Like, we all can just like complain and just want somebody to hear us complain. And that's cool too. To have somebody there to listen to your situation, hear your story, is healing for you. If you want it to be, if that's your intention is to heal and not just find 20 people to tell the same sorry story to. A lot of times we tell 20 people to say this, we tell 20 people the same pitiful story. We have a pity party and we invite 20 people to it, and we tell them all. And every time someone offers advice, we kind of push their advice to the side. We don't believe that their advice is gonna work because we stuck in our pitiful way. So that's what I mean. Like, we don't get a chance to heal because we're just having a pity party. We're not having a healing, you know, party. We're not having, you know, no type of positive, you know, we're not doing anything positive with our suffering. We're not doing anything positive with our experience. We're taking our negative experience and we're just sharing our negative experience in a negative way with other people who's adding on to the negativity, who's just throwing negative logs in this negative fire and creating a big negative camp, you know, a big negative campfire, and everyone's coming around with their negative marshmallows and other people breaking their negative graham crackers and the negative chocolate, and we're making negative chocolate s'mores, and we're just like hurting ourselves, and we're eating this negative food and creating this negative environment for us to continue to express this negativity. That might be a little dramatic, a little hyperbole, but that's just literally what I see. It's like I see, you know, and I not just see it, but I've experienced it. I've had pity parties before, and I invited people, and then it's like I'm realizing, like, you know, I don't want to continue to do this. I don't want people walking around feeling sad for me. I don't want people walking around feeling bad for me. I don't want people walking around feeling pity for me. I don't want that. That's not what I want. That's what this affirmation is saying. Like, I want to heal, and I know that I won't heal. I won't finish healing if I don't start healing. The healing process has to start. The pain has to be felt. You know, I can't just ignore pain. I can't just ignore the problem. I can't just ignore anything that's going on. I can't just ignore exactly, you know, what is negatively affecting me in my life. And I can't just, you know, once I stop ignoring it, I can't feed it with negative energy. Like, that's not the goal, you know? So that's why I feel like the affirmation is oxymoronic, because it's like, we'll never start healing. We'll never finish healing if we don't start healing. But a lot of times we think the healing is the pity party. We think just inviting people to our pity party, meaning telling as many people about the problem, but never talking about the solutions, never taking action on the solutions, is the answer. We think that's going to do something. Just telling everybody, be like, yeah, I'm going through this. Oh, yeah, bro, I'm going through this. Oh, yeah, bro, I'm going through this. Oh, you went through that too? Yeah, I went through that too. And then we just tell as much people as we can, and we never get to the solution. And when people offer solutions, a lot of times we just throw them shits to the side. Like, we disregard them shits. Like, we don't even really feed it. We ain't putting more wood. You know what I'm saying? We ain't putting more solution wood on the solution fire and feeding that and inviting people to that. That's the vibe I'm talking about. Like, how can we have a solution party, not a pity party, a solution slam? You feel me? Because I like the alliteration. Pity party, the double P's, solution slam. How can we have a solution slam? A solution, what's another S word? You know? Like a solution slam, where we're inviting people and we're just talking about solutions, and we're actually going to take action on these solutions, you know, after this slam, after the solution slam, because there's no point in just talking about solutions if we ain't going to do nothing about it. But I feel like eventually, talk about solutions over and over again, something going to happen, because that's what affirmations is. That's speaking things into existence. You feel me? So if you could speak solutions a lot, eventually you're going to solve something. Because that's the affirmation. We speak things into existence. We got to watch the words that's coming out of our mouths. You feel me? A lot of people, you know, do speak solutions and don't do nothing about it. But I don't feel like that's totally true. I feel like the people who speak solutions, you know, you hear people who act like they know what's better for this situation and what's better for the world and what's better for the community, what's better for the, you know, a lot of times we do have people that feel like they know better, you know, but they don't do better. And I feel like they're not talking enough about solutions. They're not talking enough about what they know is better. And not just they're not talking enough, but they talk about what's enough, or they talk about solutions, but they also, in the midst of it, bring up problems, just complaining. So it's just